Good picture of them. You know, little stripes down the back and big red eyes, and they're very common in the summertime. There's also a lesser housefly. Looks exactly the same. It's half the size. People give me a call. I saw a baby fly. No, it's not a baby fly. Once it's an adult, it's an adult. So if you see a small one of these, it's a lesser housefly, not a common housefly. All flies have a complete metamorphosis. They have an egg, larva, pupa, adult. Very important to know if you're in the business. So you see a lot of larvae, a lot of maggots, you know, but no flies, then they just hatched and the mother died somewhere, you know. So there's a lot of different scenarios that go with that pattern. I didn't show you any larvae today. I put this together like in an hour last night. Sometimes larva is important because if you show up and you see larva, there's a blunt end and a pointed end, and on the blunt end there's like two spiracles, and they're shaped in a weird form of like a D, and that'll tell you what kind of larva it is. It could be a bottlefly, it could be a housefly. Okay, the next fly is the green bottlefly. There's three types of bottleflies in San Diego. There's a green bottlefly, a bronze bottlefly, and a blue bottlefly. And they're all metallic flies. This one's the most common. And all three of these bottleflies have similar behaviors. They lay their eggs in the same kind of thing. And they all like rotting meat. You know, when it first dies, that's when a fly will lie or lay their eggs into the meat. And let's see another good shot. You'll see them all the time around summertime. Late summer is when they come out. I would say June, July, August, September. Favorite flies of forensic entomologists, consistent throughout the year in gestation period, which is around 43 days, and so that's why it's the favorite. And they're the first fly to show up to the scene. You got a dead body, they lay their eggs in there within an hour if it's dead. You know, they're really good at finding a dead carcass, and that's kind of what explains it here. This is actually a quote I just cut and paste. For some reason I couldn't cite it. You know, I don't know. So, but it's pretty good. Some of it I disagree with. Forensic entomology is kind of a iffy science, especially if that body died outside, you know. If it died in a Volkswagen and it was there for a month, then you could go there and there's going to be probably about 4 different insects on that body. It's going to be a Dumpstead beetle, carpet beetle, and bottleflies.
Is that because it's in a Volkswagen?
No, it's all because
They're all beetles.
it's because it's enclosed, and you have a laboratory right there. Nothing messes with it. Where outside, you could have a body that's dragged around by coyotes, and so you have different locations for that. You ever heard of the
Keep doing the body.
Do you remember the Westerfield trial?
Yeah.
The Westerfield trial 10 years ago or so. Little girl was kidnapped, you know, by the guy. Yeah, remember that? Yeah. Well, it was that Westerfield guy. He was in jail, right? He was in jail for like 6 months, and then they found the body. And the defense hired an entomologist by the name of David Faulkner. Right? I met him 2-3 times. Real smart guy. And he has a BS at San Diego State in entomology. But he's pretty much self-made. He's pretty good. So the defense hires him. He goes out there to the body, and he did everything right. You know, he surrounded everything. He determined that the body couldn't have been there more than 21 days because he didn't find any pupa or later than 5th instar of the larva. But he found some adults and he found some eggs. So he determined that the body wasn't there for more than 21 days. It just blew me away. I listened to the whole thing for 4 hours. And so I called a couple of friends in the business and I said, this guy's full of it, you know? He's just full of it. I called the district attorney and I said, if this guy gets traction with this kind of BS, you know, you gotta get an entomologist in there that'll blow him out of the water. And so he didn't get any traction. But he used the green bottlefly for his timeline of all that. All right, so now here's the crane fly. And you just showed me a picture of that. And they're notorious for this month, you know, March. They pretty much die off second week in April. And they are a true fly, which a fly, diphtheria is the order, which means 2 wings. All other insects that have wings have 4. And so flies have 2 wings, these have 2 wings, make them the largest fly in San Diego. And they're pretty weak flyers. They're not mosquito hawks. They lay eggs in mulch logs, wherever there is rotting vegetation where larvae can feed on the organic decay. Are among the largest flies in San Diego, usually found in large numbers in March after a good rainy season. They're not mosquito hawks. Our weak flyers are attracted to porch lights at night. They come inside and become a nuisance. You know,
Yes.
buzz around the TV, around a light. You know, they're stupid flies. Yeah. Okay, the humpback flies. Plumbers do a lot with these. You know, you ever been to a place you have to, and then flies are kind of around. I actually refer plumbers whenever these guys show up and they're abundant inside. Usually it's a clogged drain or a semi-clogged drain. There's a lot of gunk in that drain that needs to be snaked out.
And I'm so sorry, well, the plumber, our toilet had little flies in it. I thought it was something someone ate or something, but
Huh?
have you seen flies in a toilet or?
In the water?
Yeah.
I mean, well, I think they're up along the rim, or real little kind of, I mean, that's a huge picture.
Like the
but
really
just-
tiny ones?
Yeah, but
Like
I
barflies
freaked out one
gnats?
time and I brought a sample to the doctor and I thought someone in the family came out of their body.
Intestinal parasites?
But I guess but the doctor said it didn't come out of your body, it's drain flies or something, yeah.
Yeah, it's, you know, I don't know if I want a picture of that.
Yeah.
If
Stuff.
something
But,
but my body and fly, I'm freaked out.
Okay, it flies that way.
There's several type of field flies associated with drains, and another one is a moth fly, and I forgot to put it. And they're not real common, but late summer you'll get a call, 5 calls on them. These guys here, you ever been to someone's house or your own in your front porch, and they're just kind of hovering around, they're buzzing? That's the humpback fly. And they can be they're also known as coffin flies. They used to be. You know, going down 6 feet, laying their eggs in a corpse, and then do huge numbers of flies as they come out. The four-eyed fly, the humpback fly, breeds in and feeds on moist, decaying organic material, also frequents unsanitary areas, and it has the ability to spread disease-causing bacteria onto exposed food products and food preparation surfaces. Not necessarily house, but, you know, places that
Like a
deal with.
or.
Exactly, yeah, so. But these guys are really hard to get rid of. I get calls on them, and, you know, if they're buzzing around the back porch or the front porch, the back patio, you know. A lot of times, you have people that glue artificial turf to their big concrete slab, and their nest, you know, that thing gets wet, and these things lay their eggs under that, and unless you rip that out, dry it up, you're just gonna deal with this every summer. Oh, that's my favorite thing. Usually found in rotted fruit like bananas and potatoes, often referred to as fruit flies, but they are not true fruit flies because they do not lay eggs in living fruit. Unlike the Mexican fruit fly and the Mediterranean fruit fly, every year you hear about them, oh, you know, they're gonna take over, they lay their eggs in the hanging fruit, you know, live fruit. They just simply can't survive our cold overnight winters. These guys, you can see them in your kitchen. If your bananas are overripe, all of a sudden you see this little red fly flying around, real tiny.
And what does that mean? Was there like a larva on the banana or something?
Yeah, yeah.
Hatched or?
I like bananas. I buy the bananas green, which means there's no eggs on it. You bring them home, they ripen, you'll never have these guys. It's when you buy the yellow bananas, they already have the eggs on them. You bring them home, and you're gonna get this guy.
Yeah.
If you don't eat bananas and you get this guy, pull your refrigerator out, there's probably a potato bag. Bananas, potatoes in San Diego. That's it. Little pit, you know, potato rolled back there, it's growing little limbs on it, and you see this guy. You know, so that's it. You know, it's like the. All right, I guess that's it. I wanted to keep that. If you have any questions, you know, about
I do.
fly- Yes, sir.
Wow, 8:30, John.
Yeah, you made it quick.
Good job, John. So, probably about 8-9 years ago, I lived out in Eastlake at that time, and we started having a really bad fly problem out in the backyard, and no reason. I mean, I would put the hangers up,
Sure.
okay, and I'd go out, and the next morning they'd be completely full. So buddy of mine, we were having a barbecue one night, and my buddy comes over, and he goes to walk out back. and we had a Mexican pavers tile on the patio surface. It was black with flies.
Wow.
You could walk out with a fly swatter and hit 20 of them with one swipe.
Was it a regular housefly or was it more dark?
It was a darker fly.
Yeah, it's a blue bottle.
Okay.
Dead animal.
And so you'd go out there, and we were the great white fly hunters, you know, that were just smacking. I mean, and as fast as you could smack them, others were coming in. You couldn't see them coming in from anywhere. Got up the next morning, everything's gone.
That's like Amityville Horror.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
weirdest thing.
Spiritual,
Everything
yeah.
was gone, and it was like, and it was just that one day.
Mm-hmm.
Reasoning.
Female flies can lay up to 300 eggs, you know, in one sitting. So chances are that was a blue bottle fly. Outside, there was a dead animal in the neighborhood, or could have been a rat, rabbit, anything. And they just exploded in population.
Maybe that's what it was, because we did, you know, that area has rats.
And you know,
out there,
if you
so-
have that many flies, chances are you're not going to get a stench of a rotting carcass because the larvae is just going to town. Probably late August. Was it late summer?
Yeah, it was late summer,
Mhm.
actually.
Yeah, they're just going to go to town, eat all the
Yeah, check
meat,
it.
no rotting. It's wonderful. Did you have a question, Porky?
Well,
Oh.
down at East Lake, right
Yeah.
at the border, 8 years ago, there, before they built more condos and stuff
Mhm.
along that border, they, it was all fields, fertilizer.
That's right,
A certain
that's
time
right.
of the year.
Yeah, and a lot of difference in parts of San Diego. You know, I get calls, I can call them up and just, you know, I've been doing this 35 years. I know what insect is in a certain part of town more abundantly than another. So, most fly issues I can solve over the phone. And of course, I don't make any money. But if you want me out there, it's, you know, $105. What's that? Get me out there. Moths, I'll do a thing on moths next time. I love moths. God. Really good.
Thanks, John.
Woo!
All right, thank you, John. Well, at
Hey, we didn't gross anybody out?
No, and it's what is it?
No, why didn't we have a rotting carcass?
Yeah.
8:33 a.m. East County Referral Group meeting officially over.
Awesome.
All right, please stay and fraternize. And then if you saw Brandon Gehring, you were the sponsored
Featured member.
member. And then next week, Ray Duchesne should be speaking about pool and spa care. So we'll.
He did mention he was aware of that and he'd be ready.
He did?
Yes.
Okay, great. So bring your poll questions next week.
Last Father's Day, and so I got one from my dad. I'm
And
like,
just because we were talking about it and I happened to
Let's
have the
eat
answer
30
right
bucks
here.
6 months ago out in the desert.
Okay.
They weren't really